Hello, friends, and welcome to another modern stream. We're going to be messing with the monkey today, heaving the hammer. We got Monke Time, a classic Hammer Time deck with Ragavan shunted in. We're playing some red lands here in order to cast the Ragavan, and then we also have a Wear Tear in the sideboard. These are the only red cards, but I've been curious. Ragavan has been one of the strongest performing cards in a very long time, and it feels like it would be good in this deck, just as a way to present some early pressure, like this is a threat that needs to be removed immediately, and if they don't have the removal for this, then we're just going to gain an incredible advantage, making treasures and drawing free cards off the top of the opponent's library. But even if they do have a removal spell for Ragavan, then maybe they won't have the removal spell for the creature that carries the hammer. Alright, well, we got a Ragavan and no red lands. Not only do we have no red lands, we have no colored sources at all. So I don't think we can reasonably keep this one. It looks like really good, but yeah, this is just not really the way. Yeah, there's no way we can deal with this. This is not going to work. This is looking quite a bit better. So let's see what we got here. We got two lands. Definitely going to want to keep a Ragavan. I think we just get rid of one of the Stoneforge Mystics. I'm not sure Ornithopter is all that good here. We might be able to get rid of Ornithopter, keep the two Mystics. Gonna put out Esper Sentinel first. And then we can dash the Ragavan turn 2. This way, if they have removal for the Esper Sentinel, maybe we'll draw a card, or maybe we'll tax them extra mana, so they won't have the opportunity to kill the Ragavan, is what I'm hoping. Tetranki, hello, hello. We're playing Monke Time today. Hammer Time with a monkey. Well, I'm not a huge fan of this, because it kind of looks like we dash Ragavan and they kill it. But what other choices do we have? I mean, we could put down a Stoneforge Mystic, get another hammer. Yeah, I think I'm going to just really don't. What am I going to do? Really want to throw down with this dashed Ragavan, but into this open mana, it just seems like they're going to have the removal spell for it. I mean, I sort of built it, yeah. Built it off of a Hammer Time list. I've taken a couple of Hammer Time lists that I seen. I saw one with Spellstutter Sprite, so I took out the Spellstutter Sprite and I put in Ragavan. No way. Ah, too bad. Alright, they got my Ragavan. They paying the extra mana for the Sentinel here, so we do get to tax them. And get in for 1. Yeah, I mean, like, we saw that coming, right? So at least that's one spell that isn't going to be fired off at whoever's holding the hammer. And we still got our Esper Sentinel, so that's going to continue taxing them or drawing us cards. And we can get the monkey back later with the Luris, too. Urza Saga, huh? Well, I think I might just, Could go Urza's Saga, put Luris to hand. Could go Urza's Saga, Stoneforge, go for a hammer. Try and get some artifacts into play. Remanded. And paying the extra mana. Alright, we'll put this down. Get the extra artifact in play, so our constructs will be just that little bit bigger. This is worse if we draw Sigarda's Aid off the top, but better if we draw Paladin. Ah, I see what's going on. Good thing that island means that doesn't make a critter. Prismatic Ending, killing the Esper Sentinel, paying the extra mana. So we taxed them 3 times. Oh no, it's going after the hammer. So we get to keep the Sentinel. Sentinel has taxed them 3 times, though. Sunbaked Canyon. Kind of thinking, like, I don't think we have a ton of time here. But the Urza Saga is going to go get a hammer next turn, so I don't think Stoneforge is really going to be better than just making Construct. Velomachus. I don't know how it's spelled or how it's pronounced. Could also go Stoneforge Mystic, get Cranial Plating. Just going to get constructs here. A lot of choices, though. I like having a lot of choices. Using the land means that it can't be countered, though, so I'm not playing into Remands or Archmage Charms or what have you. Although I don't think they're going to be playing Archmage Charms with this kind of land base. It's going to be more like Remands and counterspells. Oh, there's Nahiri. Pay that extra mana. Basically a 1-mana Thalia. Okay, so we should be able to kill Nahiri here. Okay, Steel Shaper's Gift. Let's go ahead and make another one of these constructs. And what do we get? I'm leaning towards Spear for this. Could also get Springleaf Drum. And then we have 3 mana and we can put Luris to hand. That seems okay. Lurrus can go get Ragavan. Now there's Teferi. So Teferi can get rid of one of my constructs and draw a card, as well as prevent some damage to the opponent's face. Ran in 6. So many Planeswalkers. Alright, what do we get off the top? Another Steel Shaper's Gift. So we could go Steel Shaper's Gift. I'm not a huge fan of that. I kind of like Lurrus dash Ragavan. I don't think I can dash the Ragavan, though, right? You may cast this spell for its dash cost. I mean, like, it doesn't say only from hand. It says I can just cast it with dash. So that should work. And I could dash at them and use the construct to kill Teferi. And then with the treasure, maybe I could, like, Steel Shaper's Gift, go get something. Kill Teferi, attack. Try and get that treasure. So Ragavan with dash is pretty cool, because Ren and 6 cannot kill it that way. Also, the treasures increase the power of the construct. Okay, it looks like they might have a removal spell here. Oh, they got the Dwarven Mine, of course, so that can just block the Ragavan. Yeah, but we can continually try and get that back turn after turn. Guessing you're against Emmy? Yeah, I would say so. Emrakul is probably the top end of the deck. Yeah, Ren 6 doing its job. Getting those lands back over and over. So this land is another Dwarven Mine, which is another 1/1. And if they have the Inspiration, whatever it was called, Indomitable Creativity, I think, that could be GG. Are you having my leg there, Tetranki? Ren and 7? What does that even mean? Oh no! I think we're dead, chat. Maybe if we get Sigarda's Aid off the top? That's not Sigarda's Aid. So it's a real thing? That's crazy. I'll take a look for it later. That's... wow. Ren and 7. Nice name, everybody. Excellent creativity there. Alright, so let's see here. We're playing against some sort of combo deck. Don't exactly have the best cards for this matchup here. We can bring in Pithing Needle. Probably want Seal of Cleansing for whatever sideboard nonsense they are going to bring in against us. Memnites don't seem very good when they're bringing in 1/1 dwarves out of their just from like their land drops. It's not great. We have Hammer, but we have no way to equip the Hammer. But we do have Urza Saga, and that might be a good enough reason to keep the hand. Alright, so let me think here. I go Urza Saga, Paradise Mantle, Ornithopter, and then on turn 2, I can immediately make a Construct. So that's the plan. Make Constructs ASAP. Looks like our plan might be foiled here. Alpine Moon, brutal. Bye-bye Urza Saga. Kind of want to play the Esper Sentinel here over the Stoneforge. So then, like, what do we name with Pithing Needle? Maybe I'm thinking Wrenn and 6 because we played the Esper Sentinel. We'll attack in for 1, then play Stoneforge Mystic. Go get Hammer, leave Hammer in hand. Cranial Plating might have been a pretty good get here, actually. Because we don't have anything to put a hammer on anybody yet. Cranial Plating would have allowed us to attack for actually some significant damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. We would have 5 artifacts with the plating. So Esper Sentinel would be attacking for 6 and would say, you need to pay 6 mana to keep me from drawing a card, so probably should have just got plating there. But who knows, maybe we will draw Sigarda's Aid or Paladin and look really smart. Not that lucky. I almost want to draw a card here. Pay this. So I'm not going to have enough mana to attack with Inkmoth Nexus and equip anything onto it, so we'll use that for the card draw. Get Ragavan. Okay, I think that's worth doing. Can dash that. They get to show me what other cool removal they got. Another Lightning Bolt here. And they got to pay for Esper Sentinel. So they pay the tax, we lose the Ragavan, they take 2. Another Arid Mesa, so that one does go get Dwarven Mine, makes a creature, so they're ready to go get Emrakul here if they have the last card, and we just don't have any way to interact. So this looks like a bad matchup for Hammer Time, because we don't have the way to kill the dwarf in response. If we were playing, you know, like Lightning Bolt, I guess we should have brought in Path. That's the reason we should have brought in Path to Exile, to kill these dwarves. Did Cheerios die with the Opal ban? Yeah, basically. I mean, like, it was never a real deck, though. This one is what it sort of grew into. Its spiritual successor, if you will. So yeah, should have brought in these 2 Path to Exile for sure. Oh my. Shattering Spree, that's that's pretty good. Opponent is ready for us here. With all the right spells. Oh wow. They're just going to kill all our artifacts. Brutal. So yeah, the more I think about this, the more I realize, like, we could have done better with our sideboarding. Like, even Prismatic Ending, it would have got rid of Dwarf, it could have got rid of Alpine Moon. I mean, it's not an instant, so we're not able to respawn, but still would have hit something. Prismatic Ending, killing the Mystic. Just killing all my stuff. Can't keep anything alive. Okay, Puresteel Paladin. Okay. So if I go Luris, I could get Pithing Needle. Or Paradise Mantle. And equip it. I could go Puresteel Paladin, play Hammer, turn Inkmoth Nexus into a land, equip Hammer to Ornithopter attack. I mean, they don't have the creativity yet, but I don't want to give them very much time. So I think I probably... If I can get the setup ready, maybe I should, like, go for the Paradise Mantle because it gets me more mana. And then maybe I can surprise them with the Puresteel Paladin, Colossus Hammer on an Inkmoth Nexus all in one turn. Tough choice. It's one of the reasons I love Hammer Time, though. Because you have access to so many choices. Interesting. They're responding to me trying to equip the Paradise Mantle. And this is Prismari command. So I think it's kill Lurrus, and then maybe kill Paradise Mantle. This is such a hard matchup. I guess we'll block one. Do we just, like, start attacking with Inkmoth Nexus? I guess they're tapped. We can maybe get them with a hammer here. We'll see what they do. Oh my god, they... Okay. Getting creative. They got the Emrakul. So they can just block our 10-12 Ornithopter, no problem. Ooh. That's different. That changes everything, chat. This isn't indestructible, right? Oh, yeah. Doesn't have trample, but you gotta block this. Good draw. Every once in a while, you get something nice. Okay, they're going to go for Prismari Command, destroy one hammer, and draw 2, discard 2. Sarah's Emissary, that's terrifying. And another hammer. Let's draw a card, and that's a scoop. Wow, we get to move on to game 3. Nice. So definitely thinking that I want to re-examine how I boarded here. So I brought in Pithing Needle and Seal of Cleansing. So actually Path to Exile seems okay as a way to try and counter the combo card. And then also Prismatic Ending can get rid of the Alpine Moon. It can get rid of Renin 6. All right, we make it to game 3. We got all the hammers, but we have no way to equip them. I think I'm going to mulligan this. Just too many hammers. And nothing to do. This is way better. Keep this, we'll get rid of... it's kind of close between land and Stoneforge here. Kind of think I want the extra land. Ragavan, cool. The problem with casting Ragavan now is they could go turn 2 Renin 6. That would be really bad for us. But on the other hand, like, if I don't just cast it now, I'm not doing anything with my turn. If they get Renin 6, I guess we can kill it with Prismatic Ending, but that'll still kind of be like a 2-for-1 for them. I don't really want a Prismatic Ending here. Oh, they make a crab, so we can't attack through the crab. I guess we can ending that and we can attack through it. Seems fine. And then we can, oh, the Colossus Hammer. Looking good. Again, a Lightning Bolt. Not too interested in that. We'll get Plains. Alright, so we can play Puresteel Paladin, or we can play Stoneforge Mystic. I think I'm going to play, Go get another hammer. Definitely liked the Prismatic Ending on the crab, swinging in with a Ragavan. Not quite sure, though, if I wanted the Mystic or the Paladin. Tough choice. Okay, this looks like ending on the Ragavan. And they're going to be ready to go next turn. Ooh, and a Lightning Bolt on the Mystic, too. Get an Urza's Saga, so we can go Saga, Hammer, Hammer. We could go Saga, go get Luris. Could play Puresteel Hammer, draw a card. Not bad. All right, let me just close the windows. I got the garbage truck coming by. Who's equipping? Who's equipping what? Nobody can equip. Equipping's not allowed. No equipping allowed. That seems good. Yep, this is a keep. We have everything we need. We just need time. So let's see here. We go Sacred Foundry, Springleaf Drum, turn 2 Mystic. Yeah, we'll keep this here. Let the opponent make their mulligan decisions. So yeah, I think I go Sacred Foundry, Springleaf Drum. So on turn 2, go Saga, Mystic, Hammer. So I guess I can play the Inkmoth Nexus, but I don't think I really want that. Yeah, I need the Sacred Foundry so I can play Urza Saga turn 2. Alright, I shouldn't be able to do anything here, so I'll just set it at 6. Ooh, Sigarda's Aid. That's interesting. So I could go Urza Saga, Stoneforge Mystic, and then just play Sigarda's Aid. No way to kill this turn. Could play the Inkmoth Nexus this turn because I drew Sigarda's Aid. That makes it way more interesting. Go get Hammer. Play Sigarda's Aid. You may have an attack step with Ragavan. Ooh, Grief. Good one. They're going to be able to take one of our hammers. Oh my! That's not a combination I'd ever seen before. Undying Evil on Grief. So they get to take both of our hammers. Well played. Yeah, that is not something I've ever seen before. Very cool. Paradise Mantle. Kind of would have liked to have drawn that, actually. Another Mystic. Interesting. So I play Saga. Okay, what if I play Saga, tap, Mystic, get Hammer. I'm 1 mana off of killing. I could Just attack with the Stoneforge Mystic and put the hammer on that. Could also leave them back as potential blockers. Get in with Stoneforge Mystic, smack them for 10. Seems fine. Okay, so they go Blood Crypt, they're spending all their mana, Seasoned Pyromancer, giving them a bunch of blockers, and they got 2 cards in hand, so they gotta discard them both. They discard Fury, and okay. I mean, Fury isn't killing this thing. Do we have enough mana to kill with the Inkmoth Nexus? Alright, so white mana, Puresteel Paladin, activate Nexus. Okay, so we're not going to be able to do that. Attacking just kills one of these elementals. That's kind of boring. Well, yeah, it loses flying, but if we had 1 more mana, we could give it flying again. Gonna go Esper Sentinel here and make a creature. Hey, you got the manas for a chest? Fantastic. All right, Nerdy Orion. You mind waiting until a sideboard to see what's inside? Cool, cool. When we get to sideboard there, just give me a reminder just in case. Okay, they discard another Fury. I mean, Fury's pretty good against our deck. Looks like they're passing back. You have anything for combat here? This has Menace, so we can't reasonably block it, but we can block this. There's a Fury. That's going to kill our Construct and our Esper Sentinel. I think they lose now. We just got to make sure we got the mana right, because we go get Hammer. We got to activate the Inkmoth before we get the Hammer. We put the Hammer onto it, and then we make it flying. Technically, it's 11 flying damage. Activate this. Go get the last hammer. Imagine I guess it wouldn't have mattered if we drawn the hammer. It would have been fine. Oh no, because we wouldn't have had the... Oh, we had the extra mana from the Springleaf Drum. It's all good. That's right. You're playing against a Hammer Time Master. I know all the tricks. Inkmoth Nexus, double flying. Let's go. Alright, so we're playing against the Rakdos deck. Thank you, Nerdy Orion. Let's open that right now. Oh, that's the wrong window. There you are. What do we find inside the chest? We get 10 play points and rocks. 6 mana for a 5/5. You may have rocks assigned as combat damage as though it weren't blocked, and for 3 mana it has regeneration. That used to be a rare type creature, chat. Doesn't look too good considering today's metagame, but that's a little piece of Magic history right there. Alright, so I think Prismatic Ending is going to be pretty good here. If we're going to be looking to like get rid of Ragavans, Prismatic Ending is the way to go. Sanctifier en-Vec seems amazing. Let's bring those in. I think that's probably all we need. Maybe Soul Guide Lantern? Do we remember... No, they wouldn't have Luris because they're playing Grief. So I think I'm just going to leave... Oh, I don't know. Like, being able to counter the Undying Evil might actually be good enough for Soul Guide Lantern. It's kind of on the fence about that one. Rastinetto, thanks for the follow, friend. Alright, we got 1 minute to take out 6 cards, which is a lot. I'm not sure if this is actually the matchup where we want Ragavan. Memnite is good because it blocks and kills the opponent's Ragavan. Alright, we'll keep the Ragavans in, or at least most of them. If I take out a land, I could bring the other Ragavan back in. We'll take out an Urza Saga, because they might have Alpine Moon. No. No, 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 no. Mulligan this. This one's not great. I don't like this one very much, but do I want to mulligan it? We don't have any way to equip, and we're playing against a deck that has Grief. Esper Sentinel doesn't seem great against them. I don't know, like, it taxes their removal a little bit. Let's go for something better. Ouch. We don't have the colors. Alright, we have to keep this one. So let's see here. We keep Sigarda's Aid, we keep Hammer, we keep Inspiring Vantage, and Inkmoth Nexus. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And we saw quite a bit of their deck, so it seems like it's very creature-heavy, and they really kind of focus on the Undying Evil and Evoke aspect. Damn. And here comes Undying Evil. Just so you know, opponent, you're supposed to do the Undying Evil after the first trigger resolves, so you've seen my hand, but it doesn't really matter. Also, Ephemerate looking quite a bit better here since you would get the third Duress, or Thoughtseize rather, instead of just getting the 2. So that's kind of like your 3 for 2ing. Okay, we'll go get Hammer. Play Mantle. Yeah, that's true. It does increase the clock. It has Menace. We can't block anyway. Another Hammer. I was not aware of that. Opponent is also a streamer, eh? That's cool. Hmm. Learn how to spell. Damn. Wow. Yup. Opponent's deck is pretty good against us. Puresteel Paladin, not castable. We could get in for 1 Infect. That's everything we can do this turn. Speaking of unfortunate top decks, what do you take here? Yeah, the white. Take the colored mana. Makes sense. Aha! Well, hey, good luck with the prelim. And thanks for stopping by. Catch you next time. Alright, so we get to play this time. See what we can do with that. That Grief Undying Evil, though. What a combo. We have Hammer, but we have no way to equip Hammer. Not really a big fan of this one. Let's try for something better. I mean, it's okay. We have Hammer, we have way to equip Hammer, we got a little bit of ramp. If we draw land, we might be doing okay. We'll keep it. Actually, cancel that. I'll get rid of one of these. Ah, nice. Tapped land. We actually get to do something. Oh, we can draw land off the top too? Sweet, sweet, sweet. Take one. Go ahead. Now their hand is full. 8 cards in hand. Turn 2. What you gonna do? This is a pretty interesting position for the opponent. We've presented them with a very scary board. So they're gonna go ahead and evoke the Fury, which is pretty good here, because it takes away Metalcraft. Keeping one landers, yeah. I do that sometimes. Chalice on 1. Okay. Oh, the Memnite! That is a draw. That allows us to put the hammer onto the Memnite. I wonder if I should just put this on the Paladin at this point. Usually I like to put that onto like a Memnite or something, but just considering like what their removal is, if we put this on Puresteel Paladin, it's difficult for them to get the Paladin off the battlefield. Alright, we only have 1 mana available here, so that's not going to cast a Stoneforge Mystic. It's not going to put a Lurrus in our hand. We pass back the turn. Opponent has to deal with a 12/12 Puresteel Paladin now. And we can still get hammers into play if we get Stoneforge Mystic onto the battlefield. We can use its ability, Engineered Explosives, on 2 to get rid of the Puresteel Paladin here. Hey there, handsome. Always got time for your bad jokes. Ah, brutal. So I guess we can get Lurrus as well as hit them for a bunch of damage. I don't think putting Stoneforge Mystic... Oh, did I just screw this up? Stoneforge Mystic, get hammer, attack? Oh, damn it! Chalice on 1, thank you. So we didn't totally screw it up. Okay. Don't have to put big old punt onto the thingy there. Okay, so we get Lurrus, and then we put Hammer onto the Memnite. Seems good. Yeah, that's true too, but if we put Stoneforge down, the Engineered Explosive just kills it immediately. So we would have a hammer, but... Oh, I thought it was on... I don't know why. I thought the Engineered Explosives was on 2. Okay, so that's why I made that play, was because I thought that that was on 2. My bad. Chalice on 0. Go get Cranial Plating. We get Hammer. Can't do too much with Hammer right now. We could put it into play, but doesn't seem all that great. Let's just put Cranial Plating into play and attack for 1. There's Grief. Sure hope they try and Undying Evil the Grief. That would be so cool. They take the Stoneforge, leaving us the Lurrus. We get a Vantage. Okay, so we can equip Cranial Plating or we can play the Lurrus. I want to play the Lurrus here. We can't really play any of the zeros here. If we try and cast like a Memnite or something, it's just immediately countered. But we do have lethal on board. Plague Engineer, yep. Babu Frick, 1991. Thanks for the follow, friend. Woo! Got there. Don't like this hand, I'm going to mulligan. This hand is way better. Keep this. I think we just get rid of Springleaf Drum. Okay, opponent is mulliganing as well. They're mulliganing heavily, and they've got Giganta, so that leads me to believe they're Tron. Little bit bad taste to wish good luck as they're mulliganing so heavily, but I mean, it is still the beginning of the game. Okay, so they found their 3 Tron pieces in hand, ready to go. Let's play the Esper Sentinel. If they want to play the Expedition map, they have to make me draw a card. Another Inkmoth. Let's go get Hammer. Oh, another Sentinel? That's interesting. So pay 1, Springleaf Drum. Stoneforge Mystic. Go get Hammer. Okay, that's all I can do. Oh, absolutely. Tron can beat any deck on a Multi 3. They just need the perfect cards, and they can do it. But we might have the win here. I'm not sure if we have the mana for it. It would cost a lot of mana to do this. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. So we go 1, 2, play the Paladin. We have 2 mana left. And that's not enough to activate Nexus and put the Hammer down. So we're missing 1 mana. Where's that Mox Opal? Right. So we could put down another Esper Sentinel here. Like, what I'm worried about is they put down Karn and they just get rid of our Hammer. I think I just go in for as much damage as possible. I wasn't looking at 20 damage, I was looking at 10. I should have played the Hammer first. Another mistake. Because if we draw Hammer here, fuck, we could have won here. Another mistake. I didn't have to play this Esper Sentinel. We could have won right here. It's still going to be hard for the opponent to interact with this. Because, like, what's their best card here? Karn? Karn's not very good. Wormcoil? Not very good. I mean, I think it was a punt because I should have had the forethought to say, what if I draw Hammer? And I should have played the Hammer first before I played the Esper Sentinel. There's no reason to play this Esper Sentinel first. Doesn't matter. Not punished. Absolutely, Mentor. I know the tricks. Do not be misled by my poor play lines. I'm actually kind of good at Magic. Oh yeah, it's It's definitely one of the cooler tricks, and actually one of the reasons why I picked up Hammer Time in the first place, because I saw all these interesting interactions that were available to the deck. Smarter than he looks. Nice one, handsome. Do we want Path to Exile for their Worm Coil engine? I don't think it's that big a deal. All right there, red-green. Okay. Seems fine. First turn, Ragavan. Think we've played this opponent before? Very possible. I find that we play against the same opponents quite a bit, since we're always playing at the same time of day. Certain people are going to be playing. Okay, we find Pithing Needle. Oh, we could Pithing Needle Expedition map. I'm doing it. We still get to dash Ragavan turn 2. Against Tron, this is slow. Yeah, you're absolutely right. This is a slow hand. Sure, they have natural Tron anyways, as they play Forest for the Ancient Stirrings. Oh, they'll find the Tron. What do they reveal with Ancient Stirrings here? They're taking a while on it. So it's probably not as simple as Tron land. Looking at 2 mines, 2 maps, and a Karn. Love it. Alright, well, our opponent here is taking a second to figure out their Ancient Stirrings. Oh, it looks like they reveal Ratchet Bomb. Okay, yep. I mean, if you Ratchet Bomb the Pithing Needle, you get rid of the Expedition map as well. You're singing Dora the Explorer. Ah, some classic tunes right there. So I think we go Ragavan dash into Esper Sentinel. Ah, Mentor 42, cheers. Ah, see? We could play our own Expedition map. Sylvan Scrying, giving us a draw, giving them one of their Tron lands. There's a tower, they play tower. There's a sphere. Ha! Have fun trying to find your expedition without a map. Pretty sure this car is banned. Another land. Bogus. Well, that is not what we were looking for. I guess we just dash Ragavan again. Yeah, we could get rid of the Saphir there, so they don't draw a card with it. Ah, Karn. Don't have the mana. Question is, do we use the Seal of Cleansing or the Wear Tear? I think Seal of Cleansing, because that's good with Lurrus. Obviously, if that was a star, I would not have done that, but Sphere, draw a card is part of the mana ability, so when we destroy it there, they don't get to draw the card. Another Urza's Mine. Wilt. They're going to destroy the Pithing Needle with Wilt. Yeah, that works. They can go get their final piece. Well, they did it. They put it together. We are drawing garbage. I mean, it sure looks like it. Ancient Stirrings? Actually, Ancient Stirrings isn't too bad. I'm in for that. Get Hammer. All right, handsome. Well, thanks a lot for coming by. Have a good time. Catch you later. Those top 5 cards were 3 Esper Sentinels and Sigarda's Aid. Yep. Esper Sentinels, not so much. Sigarda's Aid, that's something I'm looking for here. 8 mana, super scary. It's either Walking Ballista. I mean, Walking Ballista, we can destroy it. So it's not that bad. It just kills our board. Okay, here's Karn. Okay, so they're going to use the -2 on Karn here to fetch up something. Now, we really need Sigarda's Aid here because Karn means that Paladin's not going to work with the hammer. But we do have Wear to get rid of whatever artifact they're going to reveal here if they're going to throw it onto the battlefield immediately. So they get Trinisphere. Oh, damn. Trinisphere? That one's a jerk. We're not going to have the mana to kill it. Oh, that sucks. At least we can kill the Karn. I'm just going to get rid of the Ratchet Bomb here. Three mana Ornithopter, let's go. Well, they got more scary stuff. Oh, there's a lot of mana. Is this a Walking Ballista? Yeah. Oh no, it's Ugin. That's the beginning of the end. Oh, you don't want to kill my Ornithopter? Another land. So we dash Ragavan, and then we put Lurrus to hand. We find their Needle. Yeah, there we go. Maybe next turn we can get our Needle out of the graveyard. With Treasure Token, we can equip Hammer next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, yep, we can. We would have to play the Hammer instead of... instead of grabbing the Lurrus. Let's start with Ragavan, see what we get. Put them to 10, which is an important number. Ugin can't kill Hammer, that's true. Wormcoil Engine. Not enough mana. So let's see, we can put Lurrus to hand or we can play Hammer. I think I'm going to play the Hammer. That delay between chat. What was your plan, Donut? Yep. Ornithopter down. And there's a Karn, so Hammer can't be activated. Think this is GG. Oh yeah, and they can ultimate Ugin next turn. Yeah, you're right, Donut. Yeah, I think that they should have this one all locked up at this point. We do not have Aether Grid in the side. I wasn't thinking about what awesome red cards we could put in the sideboard. That's a pretty good one. I just basically took the Hammer Time sideboard I was already using and put Wear Tear into it. The problem is that we only had access to 2 mana at the time, and I would have had to untap in order to tear the Trinisphere. I wonder if Prismatic Ending is good enough on the play, because we would potentially have the option to Prismatic Ending their map. No hammer, no way to equip hammer. We got the Ragavan, turn 1. Pithing Needle for map. I mean, it's not terrible. We can just play the Ragavan and start hitting. And we can play, like, basically our entire hand here. 1 mana, Springleaf Drum, Ornithopter, tap the Ornithopter, play the Ragavan, play the Paradise Mantle. I guess we keep the Paradise Mantle in hand, just in case we draw Paladin. So not a great Hammer Time hand, but Ragavan is hard to say no to, and this hand just puts so many things onto the board so quickly. So on turn 1, we get to put 4 cards onto the battlefield. But is that going to be good enough? Puresteel. Wasn't that exactly the reason why I didn't play Paradise Mantle last turn? Power Plant. Well. Cast this. Draw a card. Get another Ragavan. Not so great. So let's equip. So what do we name here with Needle? We could actually, like, just put Lurrus to hand here, right? We don't need to name anything with Needle here. we're doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, that is a lot of mana on turn 2. We've been doing a lot with what we got. Steel Shaper's Gift. Let's go. Go get Hammer. Play Hammer. Draw a card. Get Seal of Cleansing. I think we probably play Pithing Needle on Karn. So let's see here. We'll equip. Attack for a bunch. Yeah, Karn, 7 mana Karn Liberated. Pretty sure is the name. You think 4 mana Karn? Because even if they like 4 mana Karn into Ensnaring Bridge, it's not that bad. I guess, yeah, 7 mana Karn just gets rid of Hammer, and that's not that bad either. Ah, Force of Vigor. Good one. Okay, yep, that works. Take a Ratchet Bomb off the top of their library. So we have 2 mana. You all are thinking... Some are thinking 4 mana, some are thinking 7 mana. Guess we could have named Walking Ballista. That would have been good. Yeah, Silver Golem. That's the one. Should have named Walking Ballista. Thragtusk. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But we get to go Luris Hammer here. I guess we need 1 more mana, so we need land off the top. No, we have the treasure. So yeah, we can go Luris Hammer. Stoneforge Mystic. So we're attacking in with a small Ragavan. If they block it, we just get a Ragavan back out of our hand. Otherwise, we get a card, Warping Whale. I guess we could play that. Doesn't seem very good, though. Probably just Stoneforge, get Hammer. We can't play it no colorless mana. Good point. Treasures don't make colorless mana. Aren't the Great Creator. Okay, so our next hammer is not going to do any good because we cannot activate it. But we can play... Oh, what a draw! Is that the best possible draw in the deck? I think it was. Turn hammer into a 1/1. Sweet tech. See if we draw another hammer off the top. Springleaf Drum. Okay. Take a bunch of damage. We got a treasure we can't activate. I guess that's everything we can do. We don't have Paradise Mantle, we have Springleaf Drum. And Springleaf Drum does not draw a card. Oh, from Graveyard, thank you. No, I totally missed that. I don't know why I did, but I absolutely missed that. Sorry about that, friends. We should have cast that before combat so that we could have got an extra draw towards Colossus Hammer. Karn Liberated. What do you even do with Karn Liberated in this position? Exile Pithing Needle. Yep, that's the one. That is what you do. Oh, and they have Yavimaya for the last land, so they can go get what's name? Ensnaring Bridge, but we have Seal of Cleansing to answer that, fortunately. Yeah, so they get Ensnaring Bridge. That's the last card they have. They put it in play, and then it's our turn. Make a colorless mana. Go get whatever, another hammer. Put the hammer onto whatever. Ragavan, I guess, doesn't matter. Seal of Cleansing. Destroy Ensnaring Bridge. Let's go. Haha, 3-0, chat. So we have no white mana. If we had white mana, I would have kept this, but as is, cannot. Must mull. So we have Sigarda's Aid, we have Hammer, we have first turn, Esper Sentinel. We're on the play, right? So we probably just go first turn Ragavan. It's close, though, because like first turn Esper Sentinel is really good against removal. First turn Ragavan's really good if they don't have removal. Yeah, first turn Esper Sentinel just seems like the better play. Because we can dash Ragavan later. And we should probably play the Ornithopter as well, so that we can potentially attack with it. We can, like, Sigarda's Aid, put a hammer on it. Because we have Esper Sentinel, I think it's fine to play the Ornithopter here. Alright, we have nothing to do. I'm just going to hit 6 for the opponent's turn. Another Urza deck. Okay, so we got Stoneforge Mystic here. I think actually we go like Stoneforge Mystic, get Hammer, and then next turn Sigarda's Aid Hammer, and we can just like kill them in a few turns. I think that's better than going Ragavan here. Actually, like that's close, because we could go dash Ragavan and then play Sigarda's Aid. But we're still missing 1 mana that way. Because yeah, this line where we play Stoneforge Mystic instead of Ragavan, even if we miss land, we can still go Sigarda's Aid Hammer. Urza Saga of their own. Expedition map. I like this. I like this slow start. Feeling pretty strong here. It's the Prison Tron? I don't know much about that. Do not know what they're doing then. So yeah, we just go like Sigarda's Aid, Hammer, Ragavan. All right, that's all our cards. Another Urza Saga. And it's our turn. Cool. They should be. I think with this draw here, we probably just make Construct. Hey there, Blind. I guess we could draw a card with Sunbaked Canyon. Oh, they have something. Oh, they're going to create their own thing? Who cares? I win. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We could get Hammer or Spear. We could get either one here. Finish them. Brutality. Okay. So I don't know too much about what the opponent is doing. Wear Tear, Seal of Cleansing probably seem fine. Prismatic Ending, not too sure about that one. Pithing Needle seems fine. So we got 4 cards to take out. Kind of like the Esper Sentinel. It seemed to be doing work. I think we'll take out the Memnites because the Ornithopters can attack through a bridge. Yep, that's a keep. First turn Hammer, second turn Stoneforge, get Hammer. We could go Steel Shapers, get Hammer. Hey, thanks for the luck. We've been facing off against a bunch of Tron decks, but no blue Tron yet. Opponent mulliganing heavily here. So we got a bit of time to figure out what we want to do for our turn 2. Our turn 1, I think, is just going to be Colossus Hammer. I guess we could go like Steel Shaper's Gift for Hammer. Ah, Sigarda's Aid, well that changes things. Don't want to play Hammer anymore, I want to play Sigarda's Aid now. Eldrazi Temple. Okay, so maybe it's just E Tron then. Another Puresteel. So I think we go Stoneforge, get Hammer. Although Puresteel is pretty interesting because it's drawing cards every time we hit the hammer. Yeah, like, Puresteel might be better, because Puresteel doesn't die to, Warping Whale. But anything dies to Dismember. Until I can get a hammer onto it. Okay, Expedition Map goes and gets Blast Zone. Don't think you have enough time for Blast Zone, my friend. Yeah, if they play Chalice, it's pretty sad times, you're right. Okay, they're keeping their mana open. That's smart. Ah, Spatial. Okay, well, I'm tapped out. Yep. And then they're going to be able to play the Blast Zone and get all my 1-drops next turn. We've already played a land this turn. I think I just pass here. I guess we could have Steel Shaper's Gift, but I was wondering, like, maybe I want to play a hammer depending on what they do. Like, if they don't activate Blast Zone, if they do anything else, I can just play hammer onto Puresteel, draw a card. Pithing Needle. Awesome. That's no problem with Sigarda's Aid on the board. So they could still have Dismember here. So maybe I'm just supposed to untap instead of playing Colossus Hammer. They dead. Looks that way. Oh, Dismember. Okay, let's try hammer number 2. Yes! So smart and handsome. This one's pretty close. I think I keep this. We don't have hammer, but we have way to equip hammer. Watch this as another Tron deck. Alright, they're only mulliganing once. Probably not Tron then. Do we start with the Vantage to reveal the splash? Plot twist is the one remaining Dredge player on Moda. Well, look at their name. Could be Dredge. Yeah, I think we start with Plains. I don't want to reveal that we're playing Redlands yet. We'll just look like a normal Hammer Time deck. Alright, I'm going to get Lurrus over here. I like having the visual reminder that the card is available to me. I have absolutely forgotten about Lurrus. It doesn't happen as often as in the Hammer Time deck as it would in any other deck that plays Lurrus. I guess I would be better with it with Death Shadow as well. I've played quite a bit of Death Shadow in the past. But like a deck like Mill, I would just forget that I had Lurrus. Steam Vents Mishra's Bauble. What does that mean? Probably Izzet Tempo. So they're looking at their own library to see the card they're about to draw. Darcy Izzet, yeah. Holding up Lightning Bolt makes sense. Now they're targeting us to see what we're about to draw. And they know we have Sacred Foundry. Could be Murky, could be Dress Down, yep. So I don't want to play Puresteel Paladin here. I think we just play Cranial Plating Go. Because playing Puresteel Paladin would just be playing into their Lightning Bolt. Aw, thanks, Blake. One thing about there being so many new decks that exist in Modern now, it's much, much harder to be able to figure out what the opponent is doing. Morgathian, hello. Now the Thought Scour. They do find the land. Hey! Blake with the gift sub. Ow, and the new GIF works. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for the support, Blake Trusty, and enjoy the emotes, Donut. Alright, that's one sub closer to unlocking some more emotes. We are a ways away, but I would love to be able to give the Tier 1 subscribers the 104.3A. So that's the next emote that gets downgraded. It looks like a Murktide coming down here. So we really need to find a hammer. We need a hammer right now. Come on, hammer. That is not a hammer. Don't think we even bother attacking here. I don't think I even bother blocking, honestly. I've been waiting for the follower emotes to be unlocked on this channel for a while. I've got a couple set aside special. Okay, coming in for the attack here. We're not going to block. Because we're not dead yet. I can block on another turn. Ah. If we attacked, they just block with the Murktide. So we would just lose value at that point. Stoneforge. Thopter can come from the grave, you're right. Was not thinking about that. Attacking with the Ornithopter is pretty dangerous. If they have, like, Bolt, we die. Oh, I'm so greedy. Always greedy. Maximum greed. Yeah, I think that the viewer will be able to find a few places where you would have made a much different play from what I've done. And I think that's one of the coolest things about Hammer Time, the way that it works like that. Ah, killing the Luris. Well, we kind of had to expect that was going to happen. So we got a couple draws, but they have Counterspell available. Yeah, and then gain the life. Yeah, I like that play. Getting Spear, getting some life here would have been pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to try to block the Murktide with the Inkmoth Nexus if they let me. Why would we attack with a Stoneforge to get that extra 1 point of damage? It's not like Stoneforge could block. I think that a better thing we could have done was put Cranial Plating onto Stoneforge Mystic, and then leave the Ornithopter back. That would have been a better play. Yeah, that's true. Putting the hammer would have given 1 extra damage, but that's worse if we draw Sigarda's Aid. We should have moved the plating. We should have moved it around, yeah. Gain control of my Ornithopter. Yeah. Get Ragavan. Oh, that's cool. Okay, and then we play Hammer, so they must block the Mystic. And that gets us a look at their top card, so maybe we find Lightning Bolt. Alright, what's on top? What's on top? Give me Bolt! Unholy Heat! Ah, doesn't work. Creature, artifact, and land. Now I mean, we lost the ability to make a construct earlier, right? When we attacked with Ragavan. Oh, maybe I wasn't thinking about the treasure. Could have made it with a treasure, you're right. Well, if they have Bolt, we're dead. Well, they're taking a moment. Never not dead to Bolt. It's true. I mean, they were dead to Bolt, too. Here it is. Oh, that's not a Bolt. Getting me all excited over here. Can get Spear with the Urza Saga. If we're not dead here, we might win. Ooh, I'm excited. So we drew land, which puts us to 2. Do we play around the 4th Unholy Heat? How can we? Don't think there's much point in making a construct here. If they untap, we die. We could draw a card. We have just barely enough mana to do that. Get another Memnite. Petty Theft. Sure. Still looks like I win. Yes! Yes! How do we deal with this matchup? These aren't guaranteed by any mean. These are some cards I'm considering. Sanctifier slows the Murktide. It's also immune to their removal. So I think the Sanctifier, I like all these cards here. It's just difficult to know what to take out. The Ornithopters are good because they can block Murktide. Prismatic for 7 colors. Prismatic is mostly to kill their Darcies. And it could also kill their Alpine Moons. It's going to be really hard to cut this down, though. All these cards seem so good. Thinking Ragavan out? I mean, we're on the draw, though. So we got a Sigarda's Aid. And double Ornithopter. All we're missing is Hammer. This looks pretty good. We'll keep. We are missing the second white source. And I'm thinking with, like, this hand, I want to play the double Ornithopter. I could also just play Esper Sentinel here, so we have a blocker for the Ragavan. Play the Sentinel, so we have a blocker for Ragavan. It'll be difficult for them to use a removal spell on it. They'll have to either spend 2 mana or... Oh, okay. So I think we trade. Oh, they're going to Lightning Bolt the Sentinel after I block with it? Let me draw a card? That's interesting. Do you not have a land? They don't have a land, that's why. Oh, that's a good draw. Sanctifier on en-Vec. Get rid of their lightning bolt from the graveyard. Have a protection from red creature they can't remove. Blocks Ragavan for days. It's no young wolf, but it's pretty good. So they do find their land. Only missed once. But we're going to be able to start activating Urza Saga next turn. Should probably just put the Sigarda's Aid in play if we have the opportunity, but they might have Counterspell here. Nope, they're tapping down. No Counterspell. No red cards. So yeah, I'm going to want to put the Sigarda's Aid into play so that when we get the hammer with the Urza Saga, we can just throw it onto our Sanctifier en-Vec. Pass turn back. So here we make a Construct, and then we make another Construct, and go get Hammer. If we play Sentinel, then we don't get to make Construct. Ashanti, almost. But never underestimate the Izzet tempo deck. It is so strong. Yeah, that's a good one. That's going to get us. So we can't really get a hammer with the Engineered Explosive sitting out there. Pithing Needle. Oh, that's a great one. Thank you. Don't think we have it in, though. Nope, Pithing Needle is not in the deck. Unfortunate. We can go get Cranial Plating. No, we can't. We can't get Cranial Plating. That doesn't work. So yeah, we can go get Colossus Hammer and force them. Your go. Looks like a pretty good position for us. These constructs, like, you gotta deal with these, and then we still have Esper Sentinel, Sanctifier, we got Luris coming in. I mean, that's a pretty good one. Is that gonna kill... That kills everything. Wow! Kozilek's Return, what did I tell you? Do not underestimate them. Good thing we got Luris. That's all we got. Opponent still has 4 going up to 5 cards in hand. That return, though. Even getting the Sanctifier en-Vec. Haven't seen a Kozilek's Return in a very long time. But it makes sense that it's coming back with Sanctifier being such a good card. Okay, they got Ragavan to dash in. They're getting card advantage. They're getting mana. So here we can go Lurrus into maybe like Sigarda's Aid or something. Fortunately, they can't play the Sanctifier. Maybe we just play like Lurrus Sanctifier. That's probably what we do. Two cards to the bottom. Path to Exile. Not bad, not bad. Please, no more Kozilek's returns. I just drew the path, right? And the monkey was dashed? Fuck you. Yep. Gets me again. Guess I would have been better off grabbing the Sigarda's Aid there. I mean, Sanctifier seemed really good. The only thing that really punished me was another Kozilek's return, which they just so happened to have. Don't let them scry. Ah, shit, you're right. Could have done this on upkeep, or better yet, on draw step. That would have been the better play. What a grind. Here comes Murktide. 8/8 Murktide. No big deal. And we have no Metalcraft, so yeah, we are dead. Yeah, that's true. Ink for Murktide to block this thing at least for a turn. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to game 3. Alright. Next game. Needle. Obviously, we should bring in Drannith Magistrate, because it's the only thing that survives Kozilek's return. We got Sanctifier, we got Hammer, but we have no way to equip Hammer. Not a huge fan of this hand, honestly. I guess it's okay. Like, turn 2 Sanctifier is okay. Thanks for the luck. This hand is way more exciting. But we're missing, like, I'm keeping this one. We have a lot of things that we're looking for, but we could just get, like, destroyed because we don't have a creature to put the hammer on. So we're just going to cross our fingers and hope that we draw well. I didn't want to mulligan again. 22 lands. Alright, red land off the top. Let's go. Okay. I mean, we got a land off the top, but not the one we really wanted. But if we get red land off the top now, we can actually dash Ragavan with a hammer. Nice. Alright, so I don't think we want to equip the Ragavan unless they try to kill the Ragavan. So we can just come in for 2 here. Take a card off the top of their library. Cool. Yeah, I'll play that. Yeah. Yeah, we should have waited until they fetched, so we would actually know what card they're going to draw. Unholy Heat on the Ragavan here. I don't really want to throw my hammer onto it. We kind of throw the hammer away if we do that. But we get to keep the Ragavan. I mean, it goes right back to our hand, though, right? Like... Spear doesn't save it. Okay, it looks like they're going to go in for another removal spell. No, that's an island. Do they have like a... No? Okay. Maybe... I don't know what they have. Alright. Okay. So they were just getting the land so they could Thought Scour afterwards. We had Arid Mesa for our troubles. So getting a little bit closer to Lurrus. They shuffled that Murktide away, so that's not something they have in the hand. Oh, they're passing back? No land draw. Cool. Good for us. So I think we dash Ragavan, then put Lurrus to hand. Nice. Flooded Strand, so... Yeah, kind of lucky. Taking that land off the top of the opponent's deck means they're not going to draw that land. What an intense game of Magic! I love it! Mills a Murktide and another Bolt. So they only have one Bolt left in their library. Maybe in their hand. So they drew 2 cards, and it looks like they're passing back with no land again. Well, we don't know. They probably have removal in hand. They have 7 spells. So they could still have, like, Unholy Heat. Throwing a Colossus Hammer on my Ragavan seems not like a good idea. Yeah, play safe. No, we got Unholy Heat, which does nothing, basically. Playing Lurrus is kind of meh. They got 4 Kozilek? Terrifying. I think I let that happen because I can dash it back with Lurrus. Now, there it is. They found their third land. They got a ton of cards in hand. All right, so they're passing back. Probably a counterspell, yep. Nice. Dash Ragavan. And attack. We got a hammer to put onto the Ragavan if they try anything. Just keep getting that value. Take another land away from them. So we could play Stoneforge Mystic here. I think that's fine. Oh, that could have been interesting. Bait with Shadowspear. This the Stoneforge this turn gives us an extra attacker next turn. Oh yeah, that's true, right? I guess we do get the Ragavan back if they do K return. So like K return would actually just kill them, I think. No, if they K return now because it's an instant, they can get the Ragavan. We still fortunately have the treasure to save the Lurrus. Ziggy Zal, thanks for the follow, friend. Lou98 Pasquet, thanks for the follow, friend. There's a Murktide. Yep. That's not scary, though. It's other things that are scary. Beep Boop Cube. Springleaf Drum. All right, let's dash the Ragavan. And attack. Put Shadowspear onto the Lurrus. And then we still have a Colossus Hammer if they counterspell it or something goes wrong. Go to damage. I guess this isn't lethal. No, this is Xaxes. This looks like 8 damage. Okay, so they're grabbing something with Flooded Strand here. Yeah, they get Steam Vents, go to 5, so they're going to have like a Braid, I think. No, this is double blue. Return all artifacts. Okay. So we let that happen. And then we play Hammer again. And, I mean, like, we don't have to do anything here. That was a pretty obvious play. Like, they're playing Hurkyl's Recall into a Sigarda's Aid. We have mana up. Obviously, we were going to be able to do that. So, like, they were just playing their cards so that they could, you know, like, have a little bit of interaction. And maybe I screwed up. I did make some mistakes this league. But despite that, we managed to 5-0 with Monke Time. Second trophy of the season. Got one with Yawgmoth, one with Hammer Time. We got them back-to-back as well. So it looks like Friday's my lucky day, chat. Hey, Alp. Thanks, friend. That is pretty exciting stuff, friends. I'm definitely... Let's see if he's still there. Nope. Dumb player's gone. Wow. Wow. Ooh, that was fun. How does this deck feel compared to the mono white one? So the mono white one is going to be a little bit more consistent. You're going to be replacing Ragavan with like Mishra's Bauble. Your mana is going to be a little bit better because you're always going to have, you know, like, you're not going to have to worry about having red mana. Wow, such doge. Thanks for the follow, friend. So yeah, like, putting the red mana to put Ragavan into the deck is an incredibly, like, costly decision, you know, as far as the bank goes. I'm not sure that it's definitely worth it, but, I mean, you saw what Ragavan did in this league. We played against Tron, and it was super good. It was really good against Izzet, getting us all that extra mana. I think that, while I can't be totally sure that this deck is strictly better, this deck is good, and it definitely deserves some attention. So would I recommend Hammer Time with Ragavan? I mean, yes, absolutely. Like I said before, the rub is the price tag, and I'm not sure that, you know, it's necessarily worth pumping, you know, another $500-600 into your Hammer Time deck to get this Ragavan. I'm not sure it's going to give you enough points, enough advantage in order to warrant spending that kind of money on it. But if you're in a position where money is not an object, you already have the Ragavans and the lands, you're renting like I am, it seems really good.